Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Esther Joe. I'm back with another video after a long time. So I'm back with a video and I'm going to be talking about my crochet braids that I put in myself about 4 weeks ago. So I used the Angels brand, and I got these braids from a lady who had bought the hair from Africa. So she sold them at a cheaper price. And I'm going to show you guys how the crochet braids look like. Basically they look like this. So I had two sets. Other ones were all black in number one, and the other two packets were like an ombre. So they started off black and they got into like a brown, a light brown. So this is how the hair looks like, and the texture is very lovely. I like it. It's not too silky, so it doesn't slide off when you make your loops, when you do your crochet. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm sure most of you guys know. So I used the Angels brand, and I used 4 packets, and I still have some left over, just a few left over, which I normally use to put on my hairline, because sometimes the crochet braids tend to move back the older they become. So whenever they move back, I just take some of these braids and then I just install them. So I'm just here to give you guys tips when it comes to crochet braids. Before you install your crochet braids, it's important that you soak them in apple cider vinegar for like an hour. Reason being, most people react to synthetic hair and it can become very itchy if you don't do that, and it can be very bad on your scalp. It just becomes so irritating. So the brand that you can use for your apple cider vinegar rinse is this brand, and it's by Braggs, and you can get this in Home Bargains. And this is very important, guys, if you react to synthetic hair, because once you soak it, all the bad chemicals just kind of come out. You clearly see it. Make sure that after you use your apple cider vinegar, follow up with a conditioner so that your hair doesn't become rough and frizzy. And you can use any cheap rinse off conditioner. For my crochet braids, when it comes to maintenance, I use a few products, and I don't like using expensive stuff. I just use stuff that I've had for a long time, and I'm just going to show you guys what I use for my edges, because it's just weird how I like my crochet braids. So I really like my edges not to be laid. I like them to be kind of rough and natural looking, so that the crochet braids kind of blend in with my hairline. So I don't even use gel to stick my edges, because one, it doesn't suit me, and two, it just doesn't look like realistic. So for my hairline, I use the Dr. Miracle's Temple and Nape Grow Balm, and this is really good, guys, because it helps with hair growth and it just strengthens your hairline, and it's got so many good things inside of it. And I've had this for a long time. Like, you can't even see where it's written Dr. Miracles, because it's like an old bottle, but it works amazing, guys. You can use it as an edge control. And when it comes to my crochet braids, if you're someone who's really fussy about having a clean scalp and shampooing, I wouldn't suggest that you actually go in the shower and you shampoo your hair, because last time I did that with the other crochet braids I had, it was really horrible, because one, it takes ages to dry off, two, you kind of end up missing some spots on your scalp. So some other parts will be shampooed and the other parts won't be shampooed properly, and sometimes the shampoo ends up staying in your hair, which is really bad, and you kind of end up having like this smell. Maybe it's just for me, but I wouldn't advise you do that, because it also weighs down on your braids, and your braids end up to be heavy, and they just kind of look scruffy and they don't look as neat as before. So I don't shampoo my hair, but if you love shampooing, I would suggest that you use dry shampoo, which you can get in any local shop, be it Boots, Super Drag, or Home Bargains, wherever you go. As does, you can just get dry shampoo, but I don't shampoo my hair. And when it comes to managing my hair, you see with synthetic hair, it tends to tangle, and it makes these webs. I just call them like spider webs, but it kind of tangles, and maybe you guys can't see that, but it really tangles really bad. Like right now, mine is kind of tangled, but not too much. And to prevent that, what I do basically is I try to copy the LOC method that we normally use on our own hair. I basically use Dark and Lovely Beautiful Beginnings Ouchless Detangler. So I spritz that all over my crochet braids. Since it's a detangler, I end up just working the product into my hair and it removes the tangles so well. So after I use my Dark and Lovely Archless Detangler, I follow up with this mousse, which you can get in Boots. I got this in Boots and it's really amazing, guys, especially for crochet braids. I love it because it's long lasting and it just gives you this nice hold and it's not sticky at all, and it removes any frizziness from your braids so your braids don't end up looking frizzy. So this is the one I use, and before you use it, just make sure you really shake it, and oops, that's how it looks like. It looks like that. Work it into your hair. I follow up with the olive oil by ORS Nourishing Sheen Spray. That's how it looks like. This is Bay, guys. It's really amazing. It just leaves this shine on your hair and your extensions, and end up looking like they're new. I spray it all over my crochet braids and it leaves my braids looking new, and it smells amazing. And after I finish using that Sheen Spray by ORS, I use my best oil, one of my best oils, which is the Amla oil, hair oil, which is really good. So I just put a little bit in my palm and I just work it into my hair. I don't put too much because I hate oily looking hair. If you're getting faux locks, my advice would be to make sure that whenever you sleep, you wear a satin bonnet or a satin scarf, which is really good because it prevents tangles on your hair and it kind of maintains your hairstyle so that it looks fresh and new. I'm just going to put a link down below for you guys to see the braid pattern that I used, and that braid pattern is so nice because you can do so many hairstyles, like you can tie your hair in different ways and it still looks nice and a bit realistic. So I hope this video was really helpful, guys. And for those who are wondering how long you should keep crochet braids in, it's all up to you. Braids are very lovely, guys. I love faux locks. Bye.